Yhanna.
Hi, this is Allie with Truth Seekers, and we are again here for another great session. And I have such an exciting guest that I want to have speak, and I want to let her give you everything and pour herself out to you. And I don't want to take from her, but I met this young lady at an event that was a women's event, ironically enough, with a mutual friend. Without further ado, we're going to introduce Yhanna.
Hey, hi Alice, thank you.
So just tell me a little bit about you, what you do.
Sure. So I am a professional counselor. I've been a professional counselor for 15 years. But in my journey of my own pain after my divorce, I needed more healing. My divorce really confronted a lot of pain and demons that I was having in my own walk. And as a counselor, I knew that I needed more than just this traditional talk therapy, which it serves its place. But I needed something that was going to heal me on a more permanent basis, on a cellular level. And that's when I tapped into tantric practices and energy work. And so I'm certified as a tantric practitioner as well as a Reiki practitioner.
You had such a great awakening moment. And so just take us through what that awakening looked like for you in that space of tendrence, transitioning you into the place that you are now.
Okay, so that happened for me when I was in a workshop. And so I was seeking. I love your truth seekers. I love that, right? Because I was seeking for my truth. I knew that I was wounded. I knew that I was hurting. And then I got up because I knew that he wasn't done with me. Right? Okay. And that really is my truth, right? Okay. And so I went searching. And I'd already known about meditation because I'd been certified in mindfulness at the time. So I'd already been trying to delve into my meditation practice, but I found a tantric workshop that spoke to my wound, right? Needing to feel healing and complete and so forth. And when I went into workshop, this stuff was so good. You can have me shouting up in here. Girl, this stuff was so healing for me. I went to my tantric practitioner and I said, I need to do what you're doing.
Wow.
I need for you to show me everything that you're doing because I got to take this work and I got to move it out there to the community, to my community, to black women, women of color, to women. To believe because women do this. Our women's energy is flowy. We get into stuff like this, but not too many men are going, the men that ain't demeanor, right? But so we did a collage in what he wanted to create for himself. It was a beautiful collage.
Wow.
And I said, well, can I use it? Can we talk? Can I get a testimonial from you? And he said, yeah.
Wow.
I'm ready.
Wow.
Not intentionally, which is what this young man did, intentionally tap into that energy to move that energy so that he could begin healing in places where he's stuck, limited, and stagnant. So he went from a place of awakening, right? Tapping into myself, knowing I got to do the work, and to now this man is on his journey of enlightenment. The work is
tap into this thing of awakening and their awakening process. Oh my God, please share.
Well, first of all, that work of awakening is about your own inner work. It is about your own journey. It's about doing work in your own personal environment, And so this particular young man that I met, he was looking. He just happened to have seen me on Facebook. So we're Facebook friends, but you know how you just connected with people. Session for this particular weekend, we did work around his lingam, right? We did healing work around his penis, in that not.
We ain't talking about sex, people. Let's just clear it out. She ain't out here giving out freebies or paying for something.
Right.
This is real, genuine work, and we need to embrace that sexual part of our body is given to us for a reason, and God has. And I've been talking to people, and this is not just me saying it, but in general, truth seeking requires getting to that place of dealing with your energies, and getting to where you recognize what you bring to the table, what you're putting out, what you're bringing in, and really changing the dynamic of the environment,
Right.
So that it all flows for you,
It all fits.
and it all fits, and it makes sense. And so his journey, or his video, his testimonial,
Absolutely.
as well, from her page as well. And so we'll put that at the link below.
Absolutely.
And so you can feel free to click on that. And so, like I said, this is a process. Awakening is the big process of the beginning of the journey. It's once you get to that place of recognizing that you have hurts, you have pain, you have stuff going on, you got shit. That's what it is. It just it breaks all the chains. All the things that said I must have in my life for me to be complete go away.
Yeah.
They all go away, and it literally becomes I am. And
Absolutely.
it feels like a sentence. When you say it, it feels concrete. It feels real. It's not just words that flow. And it's such an amazing thing. So let's go in and talk about a little deeper about how do we get this process started? What do you do? So let's go ahead and get this over.
Right. So when we're talking about awakening, remember I was saying that it's about the inner work. It's about your inner journey, right? And so, and working on your own environment. And so what that really means is you have to be able to just stop and be, right? You have to be able to shut out the world. You have to take a moment to say, you know what? My wife, my friend, my cousin, mom and them, they're going to be okay. Because in this moment, I have to journey inward. And the way we do that is through meditation, right? So meditation is to help calm the shattered mind.
Yes.
The mind that tells you you can't do it. Or the mind that tells you, oh, don't even worry about it. Or the mind that says, oh, we got to do this, and that. That keeps you from connecting with the most important in this journey, person in this journey, which is self. You know, so meditation is about stopping and taking a moment and really going inward to yourself. Really focusing on what's happening with me. How am I thinking? How am I feeling? How do I respond? You know, really taking a moment. And once you're getting an idea through meditation of how you respond and how you feel and how you journey, then you become more aware. Because that's what it's about. It's about magnifying yourself 1,000%. And then when you do that, then you know specifically what I need to start working on. You know, see, that happened to you on some path in your journey where you did some type of inner work. And there's different ways of doing inner work, but specifically for moving the energy, specifically for the work that I do, meditation is key. It starts with it in every single thing that I've done. I mean, you've been in workshop with me. There was not a move that we didn't make before we did the meditation, right? To ground yourself, to quiet your mind, to get in tap with yourself.
I can agree with that. I agree with that. I feel like I know for me for sure in this process of this journey that meditation was one of the first places that I started at. And it was because for me I felt like I had all this anger, all this hurting me, and I was always yelling and screaming and mad at everybody and everything came out. My love came out like that, my anger, my hate came out like that, everything came out like that. And so in me trying to fix me and to heal me, to get me to where that was not what I gave as love, and my redefining of the definition of love, I went inward to that. And so meditation was one of my primary things that I used in that process with that. It was one of the main things. And it was amazing because you don't realize just how much you're scared of yourself. You don't realize it.
Yeah, well, we don't know because we try to avoid.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's the elephant in the room that we're not ready to embrace. You know?
You're not ready to sit by yourself in a room for 5 minutes
and deal with my emotions? Are you crazy?
And be quiet and not listen to music and not have
because
shadow on in the
don't we always
background.
have to have something to do?
Yes.
Are we always on our phone?
Oh my God.
But to be able to sit in complete silence, that is terrifying.
Everything goes through your head.
Yeah.
Everything is talking. You telling yourself a million things you feel like you gotta get done. All of a sudden that you can't sit here. And what felt like hours was literally like minutes, like less than 5 minutes when I first started, and it was so much work for me. But it required me to have to find places to be by myself, away from everybody else, to allow myself the self-care. We're bringing in new words, people. We can work with it. You can do this. Self-care. No, it is not getting your hair done. No, it is not getting your nails done. Yes, that is some symbolism of you just feeling good about yourself and you want to do something. But that's not self-care. See, self-care goes within and does all this work within and helping keep you to be this healthy person, balanced, in a place of balance where whatever's going on in life, you can still come back and be like, it's going to be okay. I'm connected with my center and it's going to be okay. Now you can call, I still call God, God, I still call universe. It's whatever you call it.
Whatever your higher
power is. Right. But it's getting to that place of center is where you got to home in, and you can never just pull that part of the equation out. It's amazed me when people think that they're going to do this work, but you're going to somehow excavate that part. Yeah. It don't count.
You know, I love that song. I love that song by 60s Miracle, Smokey Robinson. The smile that I wear is the makeup, right? Oh, something like that. I can't even think of it. But what it is the facade that we hide behind. Yes. You know, and doing the inner work and going inward through meditation, really just following the breath.
Oh yeah.
It's so simple.
Oh yeah.
And as simple as it is, it's really the breath. It really just takes minutes. I mean, now I sit for 20 minutes. Yeah. You know, but some people can't go. I mean, to start 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. You don't start. Don't start huge.
No. Just 3 to 5 minutes. You know, just sit and just practice it. It's almost like training. It's almost like going to the gym.
Yes.
You know, and you know, you start a little bit at a time. You know, and it's a workout for the mind. It's a workout for the soul.
Yes.
And really it's helping to shift the mindset, shift the body, and shift us out of that emotional body. Yes. That emotional body will guide you and have you saying stuff and doing stuff that you don't want to do. You're gonna regret it later on. I said what I did. What did I slap him? Oh, you know, it's the emotional bodies that breaks up marriages. It's the emotional bodies that has our young people behind bars. It's the emotional bodies that keeps us from disconnected. It keeps us from loving ourselves. It's the emotional body that possesses us that we have to say, no, I got to get a control of this.
Come on.
So that's what meditation does. Turns us inward, helps us to shift out of the emotional body so we can think clearly. So now I can be at this place of choice.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You done started it
I can be at this place of choice.
Yes. You ready.
But that's what it is. I'm at this place of choice. Right.
You don't know that you are not making.
How can I now make a rational choice, a choice that fits me, that improves me, that benefits me, where I'm not so woo and flying all over the place because, you know, our emotions will, girl,
that
get us in trouble.
That was huge for me when we started our practice together with her. When I did my ministry with her, it was phenomenal for me to get to a place in life where I recognize you don't know you have not made the choice when you are wounded.
You don't.
That is huge. You out here on automatic pilot. You out here accepting all the BS that you were told as a kid. Everything everybody said about you. Everything that your mama and daddy life was like. And saying that's who you gonna be. That's the way your family gonna be. Because of that. Because you just embraced it. You didn't choose any of that.
We just accepted because we didn't know.
We didn't know. And we were not making a choice.
See, and this is where we have to be gentle with ourselves also. Because that's what this path of awakening is about. Is realizing and understanding that we're more than what we were told we are. And because there's so much more to us. That's the beauty in this. And so it doesn't hurt to go through your shit. I said I wasn't gonna say that. It doesn't hurt to go through it. Yeah, it does. It's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
And as a matter of fact, when I was doing the work, I mean, I had to, you know, just like I'll challenge my clients in a love way. I'll say, I see you being a hypocrite, or I see where you're not really meaning
real about that.
You know, and I was there, and I was confronted with my own stuff, and I'm like,
And when you do the work,
this don't feel good.
When you
but
do the work,
when you do
it.
the work, then you come into this place, and then after a while, then you go, what was I scared of? Why was I on the floor thinking about putting a gun to my head? Why was I thinking that I needed to drink and drug? Yeah, why was I can't and I won't? And why was that poison in my mindset?
That's it.
Why?
But we're not taught. But see, here's the thing, and I am writing a book on it. I'll tell you guys when it's ready. But I definitely, everything in me has always been on this. It's this concept of we have never been taught to sit with our emotions. Mm-hmm. We as kids were never taught to sit with our emotions. And I sit back and I look at that now because I was one of those parents who practiced timeout. And I never really understood the value of timeout versus spanking, hitting you, going at you, but saying timeout. Timeout is mini meditation moments. It's telling that kid, go quiet yourself and give yourself a chance to think about what is really going on.
Remove yourself from the emotional situation. Sit with yourself for a moment. Calm yourself down, and then when you come back, now let's talk about it. And let's talk about what are your options. Let's talk about what could you have done differently.
So guess what you just did?
Meditation.
Meditation for a baby. You just given them meditation. Not only this, you open their eyes up to a place of awakening so that they can identify and sit with their emotion. Yeah. They can identify and sit in that emotion that literally takes minutes. If you sit in it, it's minutes. Not months, it's minutes. Yeah. And then after that 5 minutes of sitting in that emotion, you come back and what do? You help them process it. And you know what? And create coping skills.
Can I add just one piece that's the key to it?
Yeah.
Because raising a blended family of 5 boys.
Oh yeah.
You know, and we use timeout. I mean, I spanked my children too. You know, before I knew better.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what I was taught. So I just did what I knew. You know, I'm gonna get in your butt.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, but the timeout, you have to do it in love.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I get being upset, and you can talk to someone stern, but in love. So now, right now, what you need to do is you need to go take about 10 minutes and go sit up and and be stern about it. But when they come back, and it also gives us time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So we're not choking them out.
Yeah.
Because we're choking out. I don't want to punch you in your throat. That worked for our parents.
Yeah,
we can't be punching. We can't be punching our kids in the throat. I'm still healing from that. Did I say that? Okay, so anyway, my daddy had a mean punch.
But it's on both levels, like you just said. And not only is a place for the child to get into that place of recognition, identification, and then coming back, but for us too as the parent, to give you a chance to go back and say, what did I want to teach out of this moment?
Yeah.
What do we want them to learn from this moment? What choices do we want them to identify that they have available to them in these moments? And so they don't see life as being thrown at them. And they just got to accept it. Be seen and not heard. You just accept what I do to you as a kid. No. We're making little people.
We're creating a generation of woke people.
Yes.
So that they're not at this age in our 40s and in our 50s and 60s now learning how to become obedient.
Come on!
We're teaching them now so we can shift the dynamics and normalize this conversation around wounds and hurts and deal with it and not keep running from it, so we can continue to heal the world.
That's it. I agree. 100%. I get that. But something's going to speak to you that is going to start the door, that's going to unlock the initial door to move you into your place of change. And so everybody has that testimony.
Yeah.
Because that's the beginning, but it's not the end. And so next month we'll be talking about the rebirthing process, because at the beginning of the stage, like she said, it's where you start. But once you get to that place of awakening and you realize it is a journey, now starts the process of healing. And that is the rebirth process of reprogramming, re-establishing and healing wounds and letting things go and shifting perspectives and everything just changing. And so it is a process, it's a journey, but it is so worth it. And so we just want to thank you. Thank you, my sister, for just sharing with us. I love it. We could talk all day, y'all.
Yeah.
So we just gonna cut it here.
So we can keep talking.
And then we'll definitely be bringing her back because she got a lot of tools, a lot of tricks up her sleeve, a lot of stuff in her bag. In the process. Like I said, it's a process, it's a journey, and so she can definitely come back and take you through these other steps as well as we go through it. So this is the beginning of seeing her, not the end. But again, feel free to click the links down below in order to get this information. If you like what we're talking about, feel free to hit the subscribe button. That way next time we put an episode, you will also be able to get notifications of that. Feel free to do any likes, any shares. Please comment. I'll read it. I'm going to share it. I will respond. And anything else you want us to talk about, feel free to enter that information as well. And as no further ado, thank you on behalf of everything. This is Alice from Truth Seekers. Namaste. Namaste.
Quanadon Productions, baby.